Hello, everybody. It's us. We're the Family Heels. Look at us. We're here. We're back at it. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But we're here. So no need to worry. We're both alive.
We're both good.
For now.
All right, we got something new today, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of new. Usually this is where we do the weekly stuff.
Good old
Just,
weekly
talk
review?
weekly recap.
Okay.
That's out the window because it's been like a month. So we're not gonna do a monthly recap. That's too much.
That is too much.
So I have the entire WrestleMania match card here.
All right.
This isn't predictions. That'll be later.
Well, that'll be.
But I'm just gonna say the matches, and we're just gonna talk about how we feel about the build for these.
Okay.
If it's good, if it's bad, if it's nothing.
Okay.
That kind of deal.
That works for me.
First one, brother. First one, the War Raiders versus the New Day.
They're having a match?
Yep, at WrestleMania. I think this one was a nothing build.
I saw a couple weeks they interfered and
they got involved
entangled
with each other a little bit, but it's weird that this is a match. This might not be the full card.
Wait, I know there was a number one contenders match for this in New Day 1, right? Am I correct in that?
I don't know, maybe.
I think so. Sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know why WrestleMania. You could have just done it tomorrow.
That's true.
And I don't know why this is on there, but the other tag team
Is not?
championship.
Yeah, that is
when that
weird.
one's been way better.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 5 of them. You could do a ladder match with those 5 teams.
That is true.
Los Garza, the Machine Guns, DIY, Pretty Deadly, and the Street Profits.
Very true.
So you could just do that.
Maybe they will.
Maybe they will. Like, things can change. They could add stuff.
That is true. They always change.
Yeah, they do.
What do you think? Any build up or you just
No, this was nothing.
Nah.
This probably shouldn't even be there, but it is.
Okay.
So good for these 4 guys. For
getting on the card?
Yeah.
Getting on Mania?
Yeah. I feel like they put the New Day on there because they felt like they had to.
Well, they're the hottest heel tag team right now, I think.
You could say that, but you would
But
be
it's
wrong.
fading
probably.
fast.
Yeah. They turned. It was last year. That was in 2024 that they turned, and they haven't
but
done.
we're only 4 months in.
anything.
Yeah, I know. Well, they won the number one contenders match.
Yeah, but you would think they would immediately put the titles on them.
You would think. I would think that, especially if with the War Raiders have it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, they're good though.
I know they're good, but does it really matter? Does it matter?
Tag. I'm Monday Night Raw tag matches don't matter.
No, they don't seem to.
SmackDown is a different story because it's always like the best match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
It's a tag
It's the best teams on SmackDown.
Yeah. Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
I mean, obviously, there's something behind this one.
Oh yeah, this has been
Hatred.
great. Actually, this has been really good.
There's a lot of hatred behind this one,
Yep.
so I'll give this one.
They should put a stipulation on this match, but I don't think they're going to.
Like what? No
Like,
disqualification?
yeah. They do
Yeah.
that for another match later on that we'll talk about. but-
I don't know. I give it a thumbs up.
Yep, I get it. Is that how we're doing this?
Yeah,
Thumbs
we are
up?
now. I just
Thumbs up,
figured that.
thumbs
I just thought of
down?
that. Yeah.
Okay, the
Since
first
you
one
didn't-
was a
since you-
thumbs down.
Yes. Since you didn't tell me what we were doing, I had to think of this on the fly. Okay.
Yeah, no, this one's a big thumbs
I don't
up.
see Naomi winning, but we'll
No,
talk
me
about
neither,
that
but
later.
She could, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's our
That would
prediction
be
show.
pretty
That's
cool.
for later.
Yeah, we'll talk about all that later this week.
Yeah. All
Or
right,
maybe we have a full card. We won't because there'll be stuff happening on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
that's true. Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, what do we got next?
We have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu.
Oh,
This
that's
one gets
tough.
it's a one of those.
I don't
for
know.
me.
I'm gonna have to go there too because I
'Cause
feel like
the whole build's been Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, not,
Right.
not LA Knight.
and he's been jumping in and helping people when they get jumped by the bloodline. But other
Yeah.
than that,
But the thing is that Jacob's awesome.
can I be honest with you?
No.
Okay. I forgot Knight was the champ.
Oh. I thought you were going to say something bad about Jacob Fatu.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, but I forgot Knight had the title until I saw him.
With it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other day.
It happens. You found it 2 weeks ago. You don't watch SmackDown because you
I don't.
can't.
I see the highlights, and apparently he's not on a lot of the highlights.
You know, he always jumps in at some point. But he always... So, like, he saved Randy Orton from the Bloodline
Yep.
on SmackDown, but I don't think he came out with the title at that time. So you wouldn't
Maybe
have
that's
known.
why.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm neutral on this one.
Yeah, I think I am too.
He was there enough to make you like, okay, well, I know why they're wrestling
Yeah.
because he's got the title and Jacob wants it.
Yep.
That's
Yeah. I thought this was going to be like a big multi-man.
so did I.
Crazy.
I thought this would
Instead,
be
they're
where
just going one-on-one.
I thought
straight
this would be
one-on-one.
where Jacob and Solo kind of butt heads.
Yeah.
You know,
But didn't
Not-
go that route.
yeah.
So this one's getting a big old
I agree.
sideways thumb. Yeah.
so.
Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Really, I'm going the other.
I think so.
I think it's been.
I think it's
not
just
very
from
good.
last week when they really acted like they did not like each other.
Yeah, but that's I don't like when that they do that because I feel like it's a mess and I don't like it.
That is kind of a mess.
Yeah.
It was kind of. It was a little fumbled in the middle at the end
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And also, it's like you're going off script, but now you're just
Throwing insults.
like
Yeah.
you're not.
They don't make
saying
sense of the
anything.
storyline.
No, Ludwig Kaiser is not in your damn
No,
show.
he's really
I
not.
promise.
That's not a thing. Wait, I'm changing. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind
Charlotte
it.
is just she's going off script to really try and kind of
Build it up.
not build it up, more like tear Tiffany down than anything.
She's good at that. Takes after Pops.
I suppose. But
No,
no,
but
I haven't liked this a whole lot.
All right, moving on then. We'll get. You're down. I'm neutral. What?
Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
I liked it because maybe we'll see who it is.
Yeah, it could.
That's my whole thing.
Listen, I know it's Chad Gable.
Wait.
I know it's Chad Gable.
No?
But what if they actually send Omos out there and like
That would be hilarious.
That would be
I think-
very funny.
Yeah, this one's all good to me.
Yeah,
It's
no,
gonna be a good match too. I think.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure the mask will come off at the end.
Oh,
of
it
this.
has to. He
Yeah.
can't last forever.
No, but
No.
this is nothing.
See, now it'd be funny if it really wasn't Chad Gable, but nobody else looks like Chad Gable.
No,
Built like Chad Gable,
and
wrestles
also
like Chad
very
Gable.
clearly sounds like Chad Gable,
That too.
and it is probably Chad Gable.
Yeah, it's very possible. We'll
Could
see.
be anybody though.
We'll see.
Realistically, no, that's a thumbs up.
Yeah, agreed.
Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Yeah, obviously.
This one I
That's
was
been building
here until
until
Jimmy was
Monday?
killed,
Oh,
and now I'm here.
well, they've been building. We were talking about the build-ups to it, and they've been building this up forever.
Yeah,
So it's got a good build-up.
it has at this point.
I don't know if it'll be a good match, but it's got a good build-up.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm thinking it's gonna be all right. It'll be serviceable.
All right,
It should
well,
open so then we don't have to.
I'll go with a thumbs up for the build-up. I liked it.
And then the main event of night one: Seth Rollins
Oh.
versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk.
Dwee.
Yeah, the Paul
just-
Heyman stuff is kind of interesting
It just puts another level
Yeah.
to the hatred of all
because
those
otherwise
people.
this would be like, oh, it's just three guys fighting.
Right.
But now you throw an old
Well,
man
it's
in the
three
middle
guys
of
that
it.
really hate each other for a long time fighting.
Yeah, that too.
You know, and that take every advantage of screwing the other one over when they have a chance to win anything of
Or
importance.
hitting anyone, just a couple of mean men.
The only
doing
way
mean
any of these
things.
three are going to win a title is if they switch brands and the other ones don't follow.
Well,
Like what?
They're already Roman's already supposed to not be on Raw. He's supposed to be on SmackDown.
Oh,
So
that's
this-
right.
This happened
I guess
anyway.
that doesn't help. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
But yeah, obviously this one's the biggest of the night by
Yeah.
far. There's no doubt.
yeah, night one.
And then with Paul Heyman on the line, I guess you could say that makes it even better.
Paul Heyman on a pole, man.
Yeah, yeah, right. All
Then
right,
we move on to night two.
let's do it.
Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
They built it up a lot.
Yep. It was kind of a mess in there for a while because you could have just done this from the jump.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's a triple
You-
threat.
you didn't need
You
to-
didn't need to add like special guest referee.
Right.
None of that. You didn't need to do any of that.
And they didn't need to shit on Io so much.
Yeah, well, I think that's gonna play in Io's favor, maybe potentially. I don't know.
Just the overlooking her
Yeah.
type thing. So I thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for me too. I don't like that people are cheering the very clear heel in this situation.
Or supposed to be. I know. That's.
like because she's.
But she's the
this-
cool heel. She's cool.
I suppose.
You know. And nobody's gonna cheer for Io over those two. I don't think. I like her.
Though they're booing Bianca these days, so
I know. That's
So
because
Io's getting the loudest pop, I think, out of it. The three of them.
yeah, Bianca's got to turn heel at some point here because she's got to either side
But
with.
it's I don't get why she's being booed to begin with because she's.
I don't either
fantastic.
because she's been good for too long. Been a good guy for too long. Eventually, they're gonna be like, okay, well, enough of the same thing over. Enough of the hair spinning and all that stuff. Join your buddy Naomi and be a bad guy,
Or don't.
or don't.
Yeah.
But-
I think she's big. Big Make-A-Wish, and we were in that situation
With Cena, yeah, I know.
in previous times. The only reason they're doing this with Cena now is because he slowed down on those, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. He doesn't have time for anything apparently.
Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor.
Okay. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm here because
Only
of
because-
the Dom Finn
I was
stuff.
to say they added them when they needed to add them. It could have been
No,
Penta.
I'm fine with them being added. I like that they're in there because that gives them like they're like now they're at
They're gonna
odds.
have to. I see what you're saying.
I like that.
But the way it's built was built up, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Finn Balor pinned Penta, so he's going in there.
yeah.
I don't know what Dom did to get here.
He's a very
He's probably
persuasive guy.
I'm not gonna
Because
get
whenever
into
he says, "I'm gonna go talk to wait, who's the GM?
Adam Pearce.
I'm gonna go talk to Pierce about getting this set up," it always gets done.
Yeah.
So he's got to have some kind of stroke.
I guess I don't know.
He said, "Put me in this match."
You know who my dad is?
Yeah, but you know who I am. My dad. My last name here, right? It's right here.
Yeah, read it.
All right, I'm going this way.
I'm going. I like what's been done so
I
far.
think it's gonna be a great match, though.
Yeah, it'll be good. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a whatever Sin City street fight.
I don't like those two. Okay. Oh, I guess we're doing build up.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
It was okay.
I like when he hit him on the roof of the car. That was cool.
It was okay.
You don't watch SmackDown, you don't really know it.
That's why I'm going like this. I don't see everything that happens, but from what I saw, I was like, yeah, okay, well, they're fighting.
I was like this at first, but now I'm like
Because in my mind, I just keep hearing over and over Drew saying, "I'm too good for this guy." Like how he complained when he was going to get put together with him. He said, "I'm too good for this guy."
yeah.
Yeah, that's all I keep hearing in my head when I see them together.
Oh well, I liked it so far.
Okay, all right.
Randy Orton versus whoever the fuck Randy Orton will be facing at WrestleMania.
So the build up is this.
Yeah, but
The match is going to be.
But the build up for Kevin Owens and Randy Orton was
Oh,
this.
is this? Yeah.
But unfortunately,
He's going to be out for a long
which
time.
sucks.
It does suck.
Ass.
So I'm getting. Obviously, it's this.
It's this, depending on who it is. If it's
The
Solo
build up is
Sikoa,
this, no
it's
matter
this.
what. The build up, no matter
Yeah,
what. Yeah,
because it's 2 weeks out. You can't do anything.
right.
You're
And they're not
shit
going to.
out of
I don't
luck.
think they're going to like reveal who it is when they can just surprise us
Yeah.
at this point.
Unless it's Nick Aldis, it won't.
It won't be.
I thought that at first because you hit him with the.
Wait, who's
RKO.
the new luchador?
El Grande, Ray Phoenix.
No, it won't be Ray Phoenix.
No.
He's a good guy. Okay. All right. So
It could have been Nick Aldis because he hit him with the RKO.
twice.
But that was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he's in ring shape because it's been so long.
yeah.
Since,
Who knows? We'll see.
yeah. It could be anybody, but we'll see.
No good for that one.
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
I like it.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No, they barely talk to each other.
I know they just hit each other. You don't like that?
Build up.
But they've been building up since the Royal Rumble.
Not
That's
really.
when they're there.
Well, AJ's there every week.
Well, when he's there.
It's kind of a prerequisite for a build, is they both need to.
That
be
is true.
there.
All right.
And Logan Paul sucks ass.
I know he's a jerk off.
Hate him.
I'll
So
still-
moving on from that before I get
but-
angry.
Yeah, don't get angry. Okay.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra and Bailey for the WWE Women's
I didn't even know they were
Championship.
fighting.
Yep. Well, there was a gauntlet match on SmackDown for number one contenders,
All right.
and Lyra and Bailey won after they just had a really good match on Monday Night Raw.
I was
with each
unaware.
other.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. There's no build on that. It was just win a gauntlet match and you're in.
And you win now. Okay.
Then lastly, Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
Two
I think-
thumbs up.
Yep. This is good
That's what we're
stuff.
waiting for.
Yeah.
This is what it all boils down to. Will he get his 17th
Yep.
title?
17.
Or will Cody just plow over him?
We'll see. I don't think it'll be.
And
the
who's gonna
second
enter-
one?
Uh,
Plow
okay.
over him is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Okay, I'm not going to get into it because we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah,
but the build-up was good. Obviously, when Cena's there, but Cody
He's
can.
been there more than Logan Paul has been.
But Cody can do it when Cena's not there. That's the difference between Cody and AJ, I think.
Yeah.
You know, Cody can make it still seem relevant, even when he's talking to just the audience, as opposed to AJ kind of is.
I think the golden thing on his shoulder helps. With
That belt
as
thing
well.
last week was awesome.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah, so, yeah. So let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Comments, please. You like all these
Yeah, let
build-ups?
us know what you're excited for.
And we got emojis that go like this, so give us one
yeah,
of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. You give us a like, a follow, subscribe, and stuff. Follow us
All
on
of
Twitter,
it.
TikTok,
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, and we'll see you in the next
Around the
video.
corner. Yep.